let us know Georgiev or Nichushkin or Kitty Grant out there?
Yeah, Kivy's still sick. Gorgie's good to go, and Val is out with lower body injury.
Is Georgiev going to start tonight?
Yeah.
I'm curious, you coached Alex Wenberg in Springfield for a little bit with the Blue Jackets organization.
Briefly, yeah.
Just what impressed you most being around him?
Yeah, well, we got him as a young guy right out of the draft, but great tools, good conscience in his game, 200-foot player, has good skill, can play with top guys. Good all-around player, really. Played really well against us in the playoffs last year, which I didn't love, but yeah.
Coach, you're playing the top team in the league. How much do you guys put emphasis on, game planning around them, and how much are you just looking at yourselves right now?
It's all based around our team game and what we need to do, and then we pick at some areas that we think we might be able to exploit or things that we have to do against their team to have success. But most of the time, it leads back to our team game.
So Foodie's going to play tonight. You liked him last time he was
Yeah.
up here. Kind of, what are your expectations for the second go-around for him?
I'd love to see him repeat his performance. I mean, he was a highly competitive player, skated real well, was dialed into the defending aspect of the game, went to the net hard. He was just involved, and he ends up scoring a goal, which is the icing on the cake, gets his first one and gets rewarded. So we've had a full roster here for a while. He's played okay since he's went down, maybe not as good as he did before he came up, but I still think that game for me and how well he played when he was here earns him this call-up.
Do you have a sense of the timeline on Val's injury, whether it's maybe day-to-day?
He's day-to-day, yeah.
What went behind the decision to put Middlestat on that top unit this time around?
Well, Val's gone, so we have an opening, and he certainly has a skill set that says he should be looked at, in that spot. Again, we're still experimenting a little bit to see what sort of different looks we can throw at teams, and that's certainly a different look putting them on there.
After the last game, Kelmakar talked about it being a big learning lesson in
Yeah.
several different aspects. In your opinion, what do you think was the biggest lesson that was learned in that loss?
You got to be ready to play 60 minutes. Like the game against Pitt the night before it, didn't have a great first period, dug ourselves a hole, started scratching and clawing our way back and played pretty well or really well in the second period and found ourselves down 4-0. So we outscored some of our issues from the start of the game in that game, but you can't rely on doing that every night. We run into a really good goaltender the other night in Montembeault, and they block a lot of shots. Even though we were getting some really good looks and dangerous looks, we didn't outscore our issues from the first period and cost us the game.
With Val out of the lineup, previous to the trade deadline, sometimes it felt like maybe there's lack of physicality or size out there, but now you have Trenton and Duhaime. Are you able to absorb that loss a little easier, you think, with some of those additions?
Let's hope so.
Yeah.
Coach, you have a chance to clinch playoffs tonight with many scenarios. Is that something you'd like to check off the box and kind of get that out of the way, knowing what you're doing moving forward?
Certainly goal number one when you start the season is make sure you got a seat in the dance. And, if we're able to do that tonight, that'd be great. Yeah.